Well, we welcome you to the Lair, where we talk all things Wildcat football. I'm LB Graham. This is my friend and partner Luke Davis, and we're here to talk about a state semifinal.
Yeah, it is finally in our vocabulary as a program.
I can't believe we're here.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in August, filming those early episodes, previewing the season and all that, and this was the goal, right? Get past the quarterfinal, make it to the semis.
It was always, we knew, we had breakfast over the summer and we were you just kept saying we were going to be so good, and I remember thinking there's good and then there's unbelievably good.
You could see the potential, right?
Right, it was always a possibility.
There were some question marks, but man, the component parts seemed to be there for a special run, and at 13-0, hosting a state semifinal, you can't really ask for more than this.
Yeah, and we went from possibility to, I think when we beat Burroughs, we felt it was a probability now, and now it's an actual.
It was hard to see someone who would stop us getting this far, but now we're here and we're looking at Kearney.
Yes, we are.
And man, they're an impressive football team.
The state champions in 02, 03, and 09. So they have been to this level several times. Last year they were in the semifinals opposite Webb City. I know that they would love to try to get through us and get another crack at whoever's coming out of the other semifinal. So they are geared up for this, and they know all about being in a situation such as a state semifinal. This is not new ground to them like it is to us.
That's right. Well, why don't you take us through your scouting report? You've been doing some research on Kearney. What have you seen?
Yeah, a lot of stuff on Max Preps and Huddle and everything. You got to be really impressed with Logan Hink. He's the pivot. He's the quarterback. He's the one who makes this engine go. 1,564 yards passing on 90 of 141, 19 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. So very efficient use of the passing game. Also, very impressive athlete. They use the option attack. He has just a shade under 1,000 yards rushing for the year, so he's going to join the same company as their top running back, Marcus Harris, number 21. He has rushed for 1,454 yards and, get this, a staggering 26 touchdowns.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
It is. It's amazing how Marcus Harris and Steve Webb from Westminster both have similar numbers. Jess Harris also, a top receiver, 28 receptions, 9 TDs, averaging over, I think, over 22 yards per reception. Wow. So he can stretch the field really deep. We also have Cale Garrett on the other side of the ball. On defense, he's really their main man, averaging 10 tackles a game, 130 overall. He just seems to be everywhere. This guy is a man.
And if you know Missouri State wrestling, you know the name Cale Garrett. He's a fine wrestler.
Yes, yeah. He's just a jack of all trades, and he's a master of all those trades as well. Zach Courtois, or Courtois, however you pronounce it. We'll find out the pronunciation.
We'll find out
on Saturday. Yeah. We'll check with the coaching staff there before I get in the booth. But he leads the team with 7 sacks. Tyler Young, a great athlete in the secondary, 4 INTs. So they are loaded at every position, very disciplined. Coach Jones is a great coach. You watch them on film.
And you know they're well coached.
Disciplined and quick and talented. This is going to be the supreme test of our team this coming Saturday.
Well, you've given us a bit of an overview of the scouting report. You've got 3 keys of the game. Why don't we go through those?
And let's make it where we're doing these 3 keys again next week.
Let's have another week.
We got to have another double shot episode.
Right.
One more week of this. First of all, the takeaway tilt is going to be the first key of the game. Arby's is not just known for their roast beef and their Jamocha shakes, but I happen to like their turnovers. Those are good turnovers. We also want turnovers to be good to us on Saturday. They can affect field position, the time that the defense is on the field in very adverse conditions, as we'll come back to later, but also figuring into scoring if cashed in. Kearney does a great job of forcing turnovers. Their one loss against Liberty North this year, 21-10. That game was wide at the very end by an INT that Liberty North returned for a touchdown that kind of stung Kearney. So the immediate goal for our team is no turnovers, to have a clean sheet of a game there. The larger goal, I think what we're really going to be looking for is a +3 turnover margin in our favor to hang with the Kearney Bulldogs. Number 2, the trenches. Just like World War I, Battle of Ypres, Passchendaele, and the Somme, what happens in the trenches is going to determine who is the winner. Establishing the run on offense and defending against the run on defense is going to be of supreme importance for both sides. The team that struggles in that area, it's going to be an experience so ugly you're going to feel like you're at a Bobby Knight curse fest, and that's something you just don't want. It is very ugly. So offensive line, block well, know your assignments. If they're scrambling, if they stem at the line of scrimmage and shake things up, you need to be aware of what your new assignment is on the go. And defensive line, we were talking about it earlier, you don't need to make the plays, you need to gum things up because these guys can get off the blocks and hit the linebackers, so you need to keep them busy so our backers can make their plays. And number 3, possession passing. This is going to be something, a new wrinkle that we're probably going to have to figure in going into this game. The big wild card issue this weekend is going to be the weather. At game time, if things hold, according to the forecast, it's going to be a high that day of 37 degrees. We're going to have a 20-mile-per-hour wind coming out of the northwest, and that means a wind chill of around 24 degrees. So aside from that obvious change from what we've been experiencing before, there are going to be times during this game when the run game on either side is going to slow down. It happens to the best of people. Hey, Tony Kanaan gets slowed down at the Indianapolis 500 from time to time. So both teams are going to have these moments where they face second and long, third and significant yardage, and rather than going all the time back to the well of running the ball, they're going to need to be able to move the ball downfield, but with the wind, it's going to be tricky, either an overthrow or an underthrow. So possession passing, the dinks and the dunks, the out patterns, the curls and everything. So adjusting that, and if you can do the short passes, then you can keep things moving forward, unlike Bobby Jindal's presidential campaign.
I totally agree, especially with number 2. I think this game is going to be fought and won or lost on the line.
Absolutely.
And they're very talented there. They're big. They're strong. It'll be an impressive game within a game.
So are we.
Yes.
Let's not forget that. Yes.
So we're really excited. We know that everybody has been looking forward to this day on Saturday. We want everybody to come out. We want to pack the house. Whatever happens, it's our last home game. It's the end of a special season at Westminster. Please come, 1:30. It's $6 admission. Let's be loud and let's support the boys. Let's go to the state finals. Everybody come on Saturday.
To the Dome.